Hello and welcome back. We're in our final stages of Danganronpa 1. How are you guys feeling?
Oh, hurt. My brain hurts. I can tell you that now.
What about you, Stitch? How are you feeling?
That's tough.
Pretty accurate. Alright. Alright,
My head's
we
like,
gotta come talk to Kyoko again.
However,
Oh yeah.
Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building.
it has to do with Makuro Suba, right? Doesn't it?
However,
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either.
I know you're right, but that just means everyone but me, you and me had an alibi. So who
Anyway.
did kill her?
What I can say for sure is the mastermind is directly involved. Okay, so I can explain this because you're gonna get confused about this. So,
Begin with the point. That's right.
anybody that the mastermind kills, they can blame it on anyone else and it would be correct.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's kind of their job.
Yeah, I know.
So, to begin with, you're gonna get you killed yet.
indeed.
I saw that key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial.
It was.
The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly.
Even because of the school regulations.
That's right.
Exactly.
Oh, because they don't go against them either.
The minimal restrictions that you're allowed to explore.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it.
The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
And who's bound by the school regulations?
Yeah, because why would you make rules if you're not going to follow them?
I
yourself,
said
you know?
I said who is bound by the regulations.
Monokuma.
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mikuro Ikasaba.
What's that?
There was a point where Mikuro may have not become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. Me!
Are you been the victim?
Oh yeah, because we almost got stabbed!
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Do you mean during the night?
I
can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death.
What?
I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
anyway.
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I heard a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow across the corridor. I gave chase right away. As soon as I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the master assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And the murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me.
So all this would mean that whoever killed Makuro is also the mastermind,
Indeed.
right?
I don't have any conclusive evidence, but that's what I think.
But that's really bad if it's true. At least the mastermind can kill whoever they want and if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction.
So what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered.
Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair.
The other ultimate despair?
There's no doubt that Mikuro was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person.
It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event.
You're talking
That's
about
right.
What happened a year ago? The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
the tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that. They're the ultimate despair.
It would seem
That despicable group whose only purpose is motivation, and motivation comes from despair.
Then they're...
indeed.
Make no mistake, They're the root of all evil that has forced us to go through this. Like how the background music just stopped. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy.
Chapter 5.
Done.
Completed.
Doo doo doo. Oh!
You don't know.
Oh! Oh!
That was really
That was
wrong.
in the
That was
room.
really wrong.
Yeah, that's the rocket that Kirigiri's dad was, shot into space with.
Mm,
That's
That's
unfortunate.
also in the same room.
from Ultimate Despair. A group of people who caused a tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people who put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now,
Anyway.
Right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after.
yeah, you're right. Give us the key, girlie! Joker, do you still have that one thing? Monochrome secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's a absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it.
And it can open any door in the school,
That's
right?
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door. Okay, we can use the key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out.
Okay, if I take out the key, the monster will down on it, and then open the door, and then... Yes, it opened.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go.
Sounds good. We quickly open the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief. Because the real fight had just begun. Chapter 6, baby!
Ultimate, yeah, ultimate everything.
Mm-hmm.
And do you notice how it's not daily life anymore? It's just straight deadly life.
Mm-hmm. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in the tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up.
Where do you think we're gonna come out at?
Probably somewhere on the bottom floor. We started climbing the ladder into them, reaching the surface.
Hey, yo, we do not need that shot of Kyoko.
The ladder was impossibly long.
Oh, Kyoko does have heels, but her shoes are definitely different.
Yeah, also her shoes are much longer than the
Yeah.
dead body ones.
Okay, I couldn't even see my people.
Hey. Yeah, I'll be careful.
I'm getting kind of nervous.
But now that you've said that, I'm getting nervous. Maybe keep talking will keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work?
How long?
So.
Or since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way.
Then is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among the actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us.
Huh? But how come? It's like your family's tradition, right? So
Because we take pride in it.
pride.
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we made a conscious effort to conceal our existence.
A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride.
Pride. So that explains. Who you are! Before I came here, whenever about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However.
And yet, I gave up some of that pride.
Huh?
In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing that it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do.
But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope Creek Academy, it is because you wanted to, how much you wanted to reconnect with the dead, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father.
Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However-
There is something I want to say to him, though.
What?
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face.
What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him.
Sever?
Last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented and had a promising future.
However...
But he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument, and as young as I was, he left me behind.
I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted you to
Right.
take him with him.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me, because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name, so every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I had gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective.
I was above Kirikana, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional.
I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However...
But there's one thing that I can never forgive.
Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me, even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family, in order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he's forgot about me years ago.
But your family, to cut him out like that.
Snip, snip. That's all I gotta say. Family don't mean shit if you leave them.
For real.
Wrong.
Our only connection
my
is their
dad doesn't call
blood,
my family.
nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey,
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Absolutely not.
Absolutely, no, true. Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. Same, I'm connected with my dad by blood, but never by heart or soul, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after, I don't know how long, we finally reached the top.
That hatch look familiar?
Where was that?
I think this is
Indeed.
it. Oh god. I think I
That's
remember,
right.
but I can't remember where it was. Oh, in the trash room. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. Should have fucking guessed that because we're going out of the trash bin area.
Yeah, we are in a
Big
trash
discussion.
hole.
Yeah, we should have expected that. I reached my hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so looks like we're back.
Phew.
I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted.
I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. No, we're back in Hope Speak Academy. Okay, thank you. I would have never gotten out of there without you.
No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor.
So what's the next step once we get out of here? Should I ask Yoko? So, what we're gonna do now? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried?
Yeah, of course!
So
Then let's just get a concrete answer.
in
Huh?
other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping.
Wait, that...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time until we find out, and it's not like we can run away.
As she said that, she pointed at an near surveillance camera.
Yeah, he already knows I'm out, bro.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now?
Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't.
Because
The mastermind is the one that's ensnared.
The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does that mean?
so
Mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Makuro's death. There was a moment when the mastermind let their guard down.
That was?
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us to go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations.
I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. But we really don't have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going.
Let's go to the beach, eat, let's go get away. Or should I say, let's go to the gym, let's go get away.
We can't get away.
We can't get away. Let's go to the gym, we can't get away.
We have to
They-
fucking stare in the gym.
Well now.
Yep. Kyoko!
Don't
Let's see,
believe it!
Yeah.
That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Yeah, exactly. Are we really gonna be okay? Maybe.
Dear Kyoko.
What?
So what if I did? What would you do?
Shing!
Snippetize the rule.
Making me angry!
Anything to chance.
Right.
Whatever you
Okay.
do, you have to.
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
now.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Huh?
Sorry.
What do you mean by that?
Because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? That's getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill
in
me.
other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right? What are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position one person would protect another like that.
right.
And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto was the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized what Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery.
Alter ego.
You never imagined the possibility of a being that would come after our aid even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukura. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they will be executed. That's what you've told us, right? That means I lose, right? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well,
You can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't.
Don't just say it like that.
What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't
I
matter.
don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth. Now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution, he would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
what the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convict me in the absence of evidence.
Indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey.
If you were to execute Makoto right now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased.
Huh?
Indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you kill Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making all this up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. you want to earn our despair fair and square,
That's what we have
then
to
I
do.
suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time
For one last showdown.
One final battle.
Hell
between
yeah!
hope and despair.
Let's go!
Let's go!
What would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say?
A fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this will be our chance to expose the true identity of Makuro's killer or the mastermind themselves. For what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word.
Interesting.
Barry?
What's wrong?
Oh, it's getting bad, so I decided
Oh
to
god,
change it
not
a
the
little.
bear jokes! Please, anything but the bear jokes!
Bad jokes! Because I make the bad jokes too.
Now, what you suggest might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
In other words,
You guys!
Doesn't make sense.
You can tell it.
do.
That'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? It would cause you unbearable despair. Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair
I can
claim
barely contain myself!
It made a despair joke.
Grizzly show.
I know he did. I'm ignoring it.
I loved it. He made a joke for me.
This, but this one long way to climax, right? Just getting the hero is barely
You
fitting in.
guys!
So this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been.
Stop!
All the mysteries?
That's right. Every last mystery that's pouring around the school, if you can do that.
I barely contain
It means
myself!
qualify you as a victim for
Oh my
you.
god, I wanna die.
it's true.
That's
I
what
love
we've been
this.
trying to do all along.
Well, good. Then let's start it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Merco's death and solve the mysteries of the school,
Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just so stressed right now. I hate
You
puns.
guys!
I love them.
but if you can't do all of that,
Well, face execution, right?
I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? There it is.
We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair?
This
No,
sounds
you're
very
saying despair.
despairable.
Honestly, I can't believe how this all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a crash trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for
Hey.
sure.
Just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement.
Mm-hmm.
You know what she's getting at, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is she getting at?
That nobody technically killed the student. No student
No.
killed the other student.
No, that's exactly what she's saying. A student killed a student, but it wasn't one of us.
Oh, but
Yeah,
it
it's him.
everything is based on the school regulations.
I wouldn't say Monokuma's a him.
Hell, from a
Or them then, I guess. Huh? Makuro's trial is no exception. Then it's part of the regulations. Which would mean that whoever killed Makuro.
It's a very polarized.
Because Juro technically.
Junko, yes.
But okay, enough
Junko,
fun.
yeah.
Anyway,
Why did
here's
you
the
fucking
hint.
Juro? Junko basically killed them, so and she's technically a student, so realistically it worked.
This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students.
And the alien? Yep.
Are those the 16 students?
What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth?
Why'd he go all quiet of a sudden?
Hmm?
Now I'm really angry.
Why so mad?
He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey,
Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore. You're gonna get your punishment later anyway. You start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Good luck with that.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go.
Okay. Monica was unstable after seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up getting not executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us.
you. Yeah, true.
But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal.
But honestly, would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so
They had no choice but to accept.
because
It's all because of that one moment from the mastermind that the mastermind let their guard down, like I said.
So when was that mastermind let their guard down?
I
so
wasn't here to hear it myself, but you remember what the mastermind said. They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right?
Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what do you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right?
Or, I mean, the idea of taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing's extremely difficult to pull off,
However-
and yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
In other words,
But I think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult.
A reason?
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other.
They wanted to show us
It
the
would
world.
seem
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And with all the rules and regulations we were designed... All the
Yeah, that makes sense. If these stupid regulations did exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words.
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world.
For why?
Correct.
For a point, most likely.
For a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of the Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept.
You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair.
What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
But is that really the only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness.
What?
In other words.
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world, the mastermind has to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind has simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but one-sided slaughter.
At the very least.
At least that's how those who are watching us would have seen it.
And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations.
Oh, yep, that's just never mind. Yep.
Junko
Oh,
broke the
God.
rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they try to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. By the way, I just remembered something that Junko said when she got stabbed. Do you remember? I doubt it, but maybe.
Didn't she say that she was gonna get revenge or something like that?
This wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, yeah. She wasn't meant to die.
They began a trial that didn't have a right answer. Then they made me out to be the killer. That's you.
But I know, I was trying to type something, but even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer.
And when the fact that was exposed on live TV to the entire world, I judge that. That's what I had to explain to the
Indeed.
suggestion.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It'd only do the mastermind harm to have it shown they violated their own regulations.
But because of that hunch, right, and you were still able to get the mastermind to accept the challenge.
however,
Well, it was only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me, another path opened up.
I can't believe how much better the mastermind still plans we would figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet.
Did I have a quick sigh? I took a small sigh of relief.
To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time.
I totally couldn't tell you what you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to talk to him.
Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of good negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I love Kirigiri so much. That's my wife right there.
How about that idea?
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing.
You're right. We can't defeat the mastermind. It'll cost us. It will cost our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey,
Oh, sorry, I was mid-yawn. But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on.
True, but now we know who the real enemy is. Our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind.
Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible?
anyway,
Huh?
Anyway, right now we have to go find the
Shall we
others. They're
go?
probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go?
Let's go. It's gonna be.
It's gonna be me. Sorry.
What was that?
That was me. I was just saying, it's gonna be me. I don't know. Backstreet Boys.
Yeah. Back streets. Back.
Man.
Dun, 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 dun.
Togami! You first. Knock knock, bitch.
This is Togami's room. Is he inside? Knock knock. Knock knock.
hey,
Bitch, wake
I don't
up.
think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Alright.
Taka. The second room. Is she inside?
hey,
I don't think
Probably
she's here.
not.
Come
She's
on, we need
probably
to keep
with
looking.
Togami, any. Isn't she? Probably most likely.
Where's Yasuhiro?
Over here.
hey,
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Wait, that's all
No,
of
we
us left
need-
though, right?
No, over here.
Owie!
There we go. No, there we go. Where's the Tina's room?
hey,
I don't think she's in.
Oh. Is that not hers?
Yeah, that's all of them. I don't think they're in my
Did we
room.
go to our room?
I don't think they're in Kirigiri's room either.
just a
Yeah.
second.
No, not at all.
I was like, why would you want to go in my room? Excuse me.
Wait.
Hey.
I will check the map.
I doubt that would help us. Maybe we gotta go to the second floor dorms that she was talking about?
Maybe.
Wait. I have a theory. I was wrong. I thought maybe since they were talking about leaving the area that they would...
Hey,
I looked there!
Not everywhere. That could be in the car.
Well, she said the dorms specifically, so...
Whose room could they be in?
I mean, we can check.
Nope.
Answer.
Oh.
Are you broken? You again. Is he broken?
I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit.
Jeez,
I
However,
wonder
what
what
the
that
heck?
was all about.
I couldn't help but let a sigh of relief.
Uh,
Is that Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Huh? You survived?
Toko actually looks happy to see me. I'm surprised. Togami looks shook. He's like, oh.
Bro, was like, what?
Jeez. You're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Yes, I am.
I'm
course.
just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Jesus Christ.
Why are you always gonna be asking that goddamn fucking question? Of course I'm not ghost.
Oh, Makoto started crying.
What?
What is that smell? Oh yeah, about that.
Ooh, we may be covered in a bunch of trash.
Yeah, sorry.
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks.
It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog.
Get away! Shoo! Shoo!
Yeah. Still can't believe you survived.
Yeah, me either.
Do you realize why it is you escaped execution?
It was alter ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say they had their lives saved by a computer program. Sorry. Find us something. I imagine it was a learning experience for you.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what?
But it's okay right here. What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all.
I need to tell you all about what the last crash trial. The last crash trial.
In other words,
We're going to redo Murikuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you.
Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Makuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap commenced by the mastermind. Contrived? I don't know what that word is. Makoto spotted the trap in time and he did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
Spotted the trap? Did you, Makoto?
You make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know.
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Black End, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Black End is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have their trial one more time.
Huh?
The mastermind agreed? Doesn't that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV to broadcast to gain leverage. You needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very
Naturally.
observant, Gertie.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm turning the dark here.
For anyone who doesn't understand, I didn't even read all that.
I'm knowing all this. What are we
About
doing
that.
now?
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind? But there's more to it than that, correct?
Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Every last mystery?
But
We've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right? Or do we?
Do you care about that?
Anyway.
You probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh no!
I hate you.
Wait, who said you could agree to those terms and that's the rest of us? I'm not living the way I are. I'm living here somewhere with Master.
I mean, well, I want to get out of here as soon as
Anyway.
possible. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is unravel the truth. In other words, one
Interesting.
desist to final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
but
To figure out who the mastermind is and how they kill Merkur and the school's mysteries.
It's pretty tall freaking order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries.
I'm not so sure about that.
Huh?
I
I can't agree with the idea on the
You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all these mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his.
Hint?
Sure. This killing game began with 16 participants, and all of them high school students, and only people take a single step into Hope Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable.
Huh?
But why?
So in
The
other
mastermind really
words,
is the one who killed Makuro, as Kyoko says, and the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised a scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Host Week Academy are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game.
Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main bill. Added Makuro, and you get 16. And the mastermind would have had to be one of them.
that's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now?
What?
You're saying the mastermind is one of us? No.
Haven't we literally been saying
Yeah.
that the entire time?
Yeah, but it's not though. Why did you can't say that for sure? That's not true. That is true yet. Monokuma might have said just that. Just said all that to confuse
Indeed.
us.
It is certainly a possibility, but only one among many. Mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore.
Yeah, I mean, they're the ultimate, right? They're ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You can see that it's not possible. But one of us was the mastermind. They'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
well,
Maybe they snuck off and control him in secret.
but
Okay, how sneaky you are. We would have known of someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right, right?
When Monokuma was an autopilot, maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and
Could be a
actions
positive.
beforehand. True. In that case, there would have been no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the full conversation.
Well, maybe, but still.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
You know what that means, right?
Every room. is
Headmaster's
unlocked.
office, biolab, data center, and that
Oh,
really
okay.
creepy Monokuma door in The data center.
Let's go! Let's
Look
go
wherever
check it out!
you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Hmm?
How very I don't know that fucking word. Magnanimous? Magnanimous?
Magnanimous of him?
Probably means
I don't-
kind. Very kind
I
of
don't
him
know.
to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation.
But
I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name
At this
of my
point, I can only
family.
rely on myself, on the tug of me blood, flowing through my veins.
Hmm.
I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. Well then.
I mean, I could have you running through my veins. Take me.
Hey, yo!
Master, you didn't take me with him.
Do you blame him?
You blame him. But Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream, without cream, or coffee. It's totally useless. So bye. With that
Okay.
Coco turns out of the dining hall.
No, she's gone.
No.
You're gonna go up by
Yep.
yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right.
Hmm.
There's a Kono Hina.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by off myself too.
Just a
Hey,
second.
Why are we all stupid?
How
Why are we all
about
turned off by ourselves? This is how you die.
Okay.
What about you, Hina?
You can stick with us. Oh, okay, or not.
No, okay,
But-
just fuck off then, I guess.
It's not I don't trust everyone, you know?
'Cause,
But
I
I
mean-
I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else.
You're not useless. If you hadn't been there, I would have died.
Kodo, that's really nice of you to say.
But
But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless, so I
Okay.
figure at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later.
Hina was surprisingly high in spirit as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it was just
Indeed.
us two. So, you're gonna go off your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we still can't work together.
so
That goes for all of us.
I see what you mean. Doing our own investigation doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
So then,
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monica said all the doors in the school have been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can,
We can visit other places we couldn't
Makoto.
go before.
no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth by any means necessary.
With that, Kyoko was gone. Leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to bring in my shirt. My shirt! I still can't believe the mastermind
My
might be one of
shirt.
us. My shirt! Where's my shirt? History! That's what I have to prove. I'll prove the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll explore the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together.
Alright, where do you guys want to go first?
I want to go see what's behind the Monokuma door.
The explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were however descended from the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with the knife, which went completely through the body. They also had been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but several days old.
No one knows who the mastermind is, so where should I start my race to figure out who killed her? I guess we could start with the rooms that were locked for now. The red master bar room, done desk, and the McCoy's face on it. And the and the second floor room where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? And after that, I'll double check the rest of it, which means the garden and dojo. Okay, time to get started. Jesus fucking Christ.
He's got a list. Alright, where are we going first, boys?
I want to go to the Monokuma door. Let me in, boy.
Monokuma door? Alright. That's on 4th floor?
The 4th floor.
I'm gonna start teleporting this for this chapter.
Yeah, this might make it easier. Yeah, there we go.
Alright. Data center. Open up. Knock
Mhm.
knock.
What up, boy? That's what I'm saying, girl.
Hi, Owie.
Oh!
Hey, Makoto.
You here to run the crown too?
Is that what you're doing here?
Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured if all doors were in the school been locked, that one door should be open too, right?
But
Although I couldn't bring myself to open it.
I
It might
mean,
explode, right? And that really sucked. So you open. Why am I the bomb?
No.
She
I'm sure
didn't.
she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up.
Yeah, fuck it.
Let's go
We
open
ball.
the door. Okay, so I guess I'll open it.
Wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded.
Jesus, girl. Very sorry to the new my desk and hid underneath it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Damn! Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I put all my weight into it and the door opened much easier than I expected.
Welcome to
Oh,
the
wow.
control room.
Monokuma control room. There's no explanations, thankfully. My first impression was...
This place is totally sci-fi.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I like the bear paws on the console.
Me too, it's so cute. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. Yeah, it's the control Monokuma. It looks like some kind of military installation or something.
Yeah, it looks like a mech cockpit, right? Human Fumi'd probably freak out if he saw it.
Cockpit? So Monokuma room had a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean?
okay.
I start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons.
Hold on, you can't just do whatever or something like that. Like this. But it was too late. He was already jabbing away at the control panel.
Did you hear that?
Did you hear that? I think he came from the other room.
You know, what did you...
What did you push?
Not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center.
Data center? I took a look at the control panel.
What does that mean? If she pressed Data Center and that sound popped up, what happened?
Monokuma's in the data center.
That's how he teleports.
This is Monokuma's control room. So a bunch of buttons, each one with a name next to it. Just like Hina said, there was a room. That must have been the one she pushed. But the data center, that's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I probably just better check it out.
Yes, please. I'm gonna scared of my
Right.
So I'll just shoot him from over
Damn,
here.
I like how she's just letting us to like die if need be. Monokuma! Is that Monokuma? He's not saying anything, which means he is being controlled right now. Hey.
Yeah, that's Hina.
Yep.
Wow,
Is that you, Hina?
Oh man, Busted, how'd you know?
Say what?
Is there a remote control camera kind of setup? You know what you're controlling?
You don't even know your control.
Oh, I can't see anything from in here.
Found it.
Guess what I found? A slash the shark button. Whatever you don't push it!
Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh man. Are you serious?
Where are you seriously gonna push it? Anyways, I guess that settles it. The room with Monokuma drawing on it. The control panel inside.
Hey,
The controls
Hina.
Monokuma. Hina, get your booty over here.
Hey, Mikado, what the heck was that just now?
Monokuma.
Huh? What do you mean?
What were you controlling just now? It was Monokuma.
Monokuma? What, for real?
Yep, it looks like the control panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And the control room is totally separated from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words...
Hey,
And that's why I can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But
If Mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school the whole time, right?
I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true...
You already know this.
Then the mastermind working on purposely ability is the 16th student. No, it can't be. There's no way, right?
What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making.
Oh no, it's nothing.
Oh, okay.
What about you? Is everything okay?
Oh, this is where the Mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set traps or something.
I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true.
So, like,
so,
you want to leave soon? There's lots of other places to check out.
Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time sitting around here. Okay, you wanna get going?
Yeah.
Let's go!
Next is the headmaster's office.
The door, it just locked on its own.
What?
You know what that means, right?
She was hiding inside the room somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, it's locked.
There he is.
Now restricted. Oh god.
Just a second.
You can go restricting whenever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving.
I'm pretty sure everybody would be okay with that.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. Sorry, now you're being operated by someone in the room?
Yes,
Correct,
indeed.
Amundo.
You're a liar.
That doesn't make any sense. I'm just standing in there. We didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? There's a fucking hatch on the floor. I didn't notice. How did I not notice?
We could have opened it!
Bro, it would have been. It probably would have been locked.
Oh yeah, true.
Hatch on
No
the
way,
floor.
the hat's on the floor.
Too bad. That was your one big chance, and you blew it.
Too bad.
Not really, we could
Of course,
just
that hatch can't be open from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace.
So,
Was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, do you
In
think?
fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
When I said we should leave.
Well, then that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay.
Anyways, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make it the most of the time we have left here.
You're right. There's one thing I'm good at. It's keeping my body moving. Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you got me all motivated
You got
again.
it.
Alright, I'm out. See ya later.
He has to go for the full strike front. I have to do what I can do. Let's get. Anyway, it has to move forward.
Alright.
To the headmaster's office because it's the only closest one, I guess.
Is it like over here or something? Down here.
Down there.
Alright, in we go. Yep, definitely the headmaster's office we saw earlier.
This is a nice office. This is the headmaster's room.
Look what's on the shelf on the left.
Oh. It's the sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the katana's there. I probably don't know how about it.
And
but
you can
this
tell it's the
is
exact
nice
same one because the handle is silver.
for me, myself. Yeah. Oh yeah, it is silver.
Because of the gold flaking coming off.
Oh, Togami. There's papers on the floor. There are documents smelled all over the place. Somehow makes me feel anxious. There's trophies and even a shield in the display case.
Come on.
Hey, Makoto,
Not
are you
possible.
ignoring me? You think I'll forgive that just because you're you?
Such
We
ignorance.
gotta hear, remember this moment. Sorry.
Yeah, anyone.
He's like, give me attention. And then you go to
He
the right
definitely
place.
wants your attention
This-
because He's definitely in love with you. Because
When he likes
okay,
something interesting.
What do you mean something interesting? He's in love
Take
with
a look
you.
at this. It's on top of that pathetically or ostentatious disc.
Class 78 student registry?
It contains profiles for all of us and Mukuro.
So, in other words,
Apparently, Class 78 refers to us.
Wait, when we found McCur's profile in Kyoko's room,
I see.
That right. It's also mentioned in Class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. Since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with
In other
hers, there can be no doubt Mikura was a student here at Hope Speak Academy, just like the rest of us.
McCur, the facilitator, this must be how Kyoko learned about it.
But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry.
Well, how would you mean?
I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry.
Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point?
She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page.
Oh. The first
Correct.
page?
Makoto's profile actually contains 2 pages.
What?
So in
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Makura that we still didn't have.
What kind of information is it?
Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you?
You know here's the paper! Fucking tell us, bitch.
It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue.
I was half listening to Togo as I skimmed through the report.
Makura reappears in the background.
In the background, an entity floats close, but just on the breach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair.
So she wasn't originally known as the Ultimate Despair.
Yeah. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some sort of group. Whatever it is, Makura definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about this. I need to push forward with my research in the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Makura's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Famir, when she entered her puberty, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. The fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Makura was part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there could be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Makura and the Mastermind were allies? Yes, girl. So why? Why would they kill Makura?
She outlived her usefulness.
So true. Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Makura was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. No,
Technically, they did.
Well, yeah, kind of. Kind of. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Makura was. Well,
Yeah,
maybe.
that's true.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto?
Huh?
That's
You
fine.
seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within that file you should note.
What is it?
Did you notice the picture in there?
Yeah, the picture is so different.
A picture of a girl you've perhaps never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class. That should be enough to figure out who the girl is. Further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. It even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think?
What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and make... Oh, could that mean?
Wait, is he trying to say... He's trying to say it's her body. There's a chance the body is matching with her. Is that what he's saying? Yeah.
Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business.
So, I'm back to being Togo, the red boy.
Dude, you can even kind of see the freckles in that really distorted picture.
Yeah, you kind of can. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice for me to use, so I suggest you pay attention.
Oh, fuck off with advice. Advice for me?
You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well.
It's not that we're getting along, she just done a lot to help me.
Well, don't put too much faith in her.
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford.
What are you trying to say?
Just what I think. Call it a hunch.
A hunch.
But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free at this time. Take it or don't, as you will.
I'll keep it in mind, thanks. I feel like he's just saying that just so he doesn't fall in love with her, so he can have him for himself, you know?
Okay, so where else do we need to check?
The bio lab?
That's fourth floor?
And then the second floor dormitories.
Oh, we probably should have gone down first. Oh well.
It's fine.
Wait, where is it again? There it is.
Yeah, down there. Hurrah! Just like how I want Togo.
Stop!
Well, here I am in the bio lab. Oh, it's a freezer.
What's usually kept in freezers?
Body part. Sometimes chemicals.
Look at my face.
Blood. What are you? What? Why are you making? I don't like that thing.
I made that when you said the first thing.
Body parts? Yeah, there's body parts in there. Okay. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. Yeah, because it's a fucking. Also, those doors kind of.
Why
look
would
like
it?
doors you
Why
have
would it be
in,
kept cold?
Because you gotta keep bodies in there.
And
This is where all the bodies are stored, and bodies need to keep it at a cool temperature so they don't rot or have anything bad.
there you go.
I actually wanted to become a forensic scientist, so this is why I know this girl. Okay. When there's some sort of wind machine or built on the left side. There's a bunch of glowing blue lights. Yeah, those are storage containers for bodies in there. Stupid bitch. There's some kind of wind machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. Ah, that's it. It's kind of horror movie stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Of course. Does that mean the biolab is actually a morgue? It is a morgue. I should have probably taken a closer look at that. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer eco-friendly alternatives to standard dry icy cadaver needs.
Cadaver
In
needs.
addition to the thermical lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas.
Okay, so basically what all this is saying in fancy speak is basically it's a body, it's a morgue, but the germicidal lamps gets rid of the fumes that dead bodies give off.
Yes, I know.
Well, I'm
You
explaining
don't
I'm
explain it
explaining
to
for the audience.
Okay, well, you were looking at me and you said that.
I was looking at the screen, bro.
You're an asshole. You looking at me a little bit, girl. I can see.
It's simply
it's the camera and the blue light will let you know the automatic system has activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our systems, anyone can keep a body fresh as daisy for as long as you need. And why would they need to keep that body fresh? To plant the fucking murder body for last time. Okay, in a unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optimal leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for a fridge.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
16. So everybody's gonna die and probably be put in the morgue. What if Master's body is in one of them? You never know.
Hey, look, tarps.
Oh my god, wow! It's like I haven't seen one of these things already. Oh, really? Can you open that freezer? This one on, the ones that left aren't.
It's because there's 6 of us left.
The ones that don't have bodies in.
Makoto, Kyoko, Toko, Yasuhiro, Aoi, and Togami. That's 6 left.
Well, looking around, I think about it. It comes clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. Yes. Wait, does that mean the headmaster is in one of the things then?
No. He was turned into a skeleton in the beginning, remember?
Oh yeah, true. It looks like it's set up so when the slot is off, the light blue bubble comes on. It means inside each slice, another one of the victims is. Yep. Girl, if you open up one of those things, you're gonna fucking see fucking Sakura, fucking Sayaka. You don't want to look at those, girl.
I take that back. There's 7. This one doesn't have a light on either.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there was only like...
Sayaka's probably up here because she was first. Then Leon.
Yeah.
Then Chihiro the Mondo. Then Taka and Ifumi. Then Celeste. But anyway, that doesn't matter.
We were meant to be put in the top one that's not online, you know? We were meant to be put in there, but then we didn't die, so...
Yeah. Okay. And we need to go back down to the 2nd floor dorms. Wait, should we go out to garden first since we're already up here?
Yeah. I bet you the fucking big head bitch is here. Oh no! Oh man. Huh?
Well, duh.
It's gone. Yeah, of course it's gonna be fucking gone. Look where his body. It's not here.
Why would it be? He said he cleans up after trials.
I'd be kind of terrified. The store said, let's see if anything is listed in there. Raisins at the factory store. No. That top part here, I better look into it.
It's from the morgue.
Because it's top from this program, the brain which means to kill him now. And so I said, huh? I didn't
Yeah.
notice this, but there's a small stamp on the corner of the thing. Yeah, it says biolab. Yeah, because it was taken from the biolab to put the body there. Jesus. No, how do you use that brain?
I guess not. Do we need to go back to the biolab and try to open the freezers?
Maybe.
Makoto, I'm sorry. You are one of the dumbest people I've ever met.
I like how it says raw on it. Like,
The bodies are raw!
yeah, you know, he can go raw in me, but I can't make that again.
Okay, I guess not.
Can we actually click on the shelf, fridge? Could be in here. I need to check, but I have no idea how to open this. Well, look at the manual. Oh, it doesn't have to put here. The second. Yeah. I'm sure I'll return the last time I bring me. Immediately. Just in a package. Just in a cereal for the fridge.
Okay, we might have to find
Well,
some
read it
kind of
then.
power source or something.
Where are icicles there? Wow, really? There's icicles in the thing.
Okay, we'll come back.
Well, that's fine. We could go check. We have to check the dorm, the second floor dorms, and then I think. But then we have a list anyway.
Yeah, we do. Where was the stairs? Oh, over here. This is the 3rd floor, right?
I think.
2nd floor. Where was that gate before? I don't know. Not here. I'm confused.
I mean, there's different rooms. Doors, maybe the doors for the. I don't know.
Where is this? Let me check my map.
Yeah, on the second floor.
Oh, like, it's right there. Hold on. Stairs to the 1st floor. It's like straight ahead. But it's not. Hold on. Let me.
Turn left. Nope, that's the staircase.
I'm very confused. Where are these 2nd floor dorms? Oh. Here, beside the warehouse.
The gate's open. You can find each other the 2nd floor of the dorms. Which means I have to do it. This is a very nice staircase.
Oh.
This is the 2nd floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Actually, no, it looks more baffled, like a bomb blew up or something. Oh, there's blood. And it's not pink blood, so you know that it's got some sort of meaning to it.
That hurts old.
I mean, I've seen a room that's kind of stuck together though.
He's right. Kiri's right though. There's no cameras here whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna investigate the one creepy door over here before I do anything else.
The one door that's actually staying up, yeah, true.
Oh wow.
Whoa. Oh, is that shit on the bed? Sorry. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even a bed anymore, it's just garbage.
It's like they tried to run this game before.
Is there anything in their drawers? Wait, no. Go through the drawers and the desk, because there might be something in there.
No.
Oh, no, never mind. Okay, well. Just gonna be smart. Just gonna be helpful, you know. Don't work, really.
What about the bathrooms? Because they're does.
Bruh.
I can't remember to go in. Well, yeah, you're a man. You wouldn't want to go in the girls' bathroom, would you? Oh, wow. This is really nicely upkept for a bathroom that everywhere else is a rubble. Don't you think?
Yeah.
What the f- Mom?
Some kind of locker room?
Filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope Peak students who came before us. The classroom before us must have used these lockers.
Actually, funny story. So, this is a little bit of a spoiler, so if you don't want the spoiler, skip ahead. But, the class from Danganronpa 2 is actually class 76.
Okay.
So, you know.
Okay, so if you did skip ahead, by the way, this is where we didn't talk about it anymore, so you're fine.
Good.
I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying.
This place is a disaster, though.
For real, bro. Oh,
Whoa!
God. Oh! Hello, darling. What are you looking at? Oh, there's a creepy door. I don't like that. There's a creepy big door here.
Let's find out.
Oh.
Oh, this is really nicely kept. This room doesn't feel like a student's room. Yeah, it's probably the headmaster's room.
Hey, do you notice something weird about this room?
It's not broken down like the rest of them.
No, there's
It's
something
like-
specific. Yeah, there's a secret door.
Oh yeah, this in the thing. Yeah, I can see it.
Correct.
Whoa! Hi! Where did you come from?
Wow.
It's the headmaster's private room.
Indeed.
I went through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time.
Huh? I regret. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. It's like some design of construction or deflection or something.
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out.
A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall.
An open space, does that mean? You mean like a hidden room?
I think I might know how to open it.
You know how to open it? Did you figure out how it's some kind of trick or something?
Very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on the PC I think controls it. No, the right password and the door should open right up.
However,
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there.
Right, that's not really enough to go on.
it's true.
Like through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I ever had any desire to, but nothing might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this, I have a feeling I might know what the password might be.
Oh. I'm so headmaster.
It would
There's
seem...
this last, it looks like they are very interested in the ultimate despair. PC still has some search results left on it.
Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However,
There's not much though, nothing we don't already know.
in other words,
Ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for their tragedy, which happened over 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
however...
And that's all there is, nothing much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best we could do as a complete Kirigiri failure.
But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right?
That's
I appreciate whatever info we can get on our hands.
Correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have.
Oh, Jesus. Jeez. There's a thing we're going to get into what does she mean by regret? I think this stream there must be something, but maybe for her there's more than that. Anyways, we should get once we can't figure it out. There's no way I stand a chance. No wait, there might be a chance. The password could be. Thank you, one of the photos. I think she didn't want to think of
What do you think that might be?
her name.
Oh.
For example, what about your name?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to think of what the password could be. I didn't try to. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea of he would use a username of his password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it? Just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you would need my permission. If you want to try it. Do whatever you want.
Okay. And I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name, but that's not it. That might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong.
Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I type to myself and then turn the computer to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kurogiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I typed it.
Guess what?
Yeah.
It fucking
Open the
worked.
door. What? That it did it? Look how it worked.
why?
Kyoko? Look at that, like, should I turn into a room and they would Kyoko. Why everybody just run the fuck off? Aww.
Oh, look what's behind her!
Hey Kyoko? I may not have not been in the room. Her gaze is fixed on only one thing. Probably a gift? A present? Wrapped in color with such joy. That's what made it so unusual.
Hold on, I just want to look at the baby picture.
I bet you not do anything. Oh, I want to look at the picture! Tell about it seems totally out of place in here. The smallest fishes I get. So we open it, and can I get a bad vibe from it? Open it. I mean, we cannot open it. We can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto.
Why? Do you think it's dangerous?
No, not dangerous, but surprising, probably.
It
Huh?
would
If this
seem-
is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see.
Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway.
Just don't scream or anything, okay?
Oh god, it's gonna be a dead body in it. A body part, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by step, I heavily approach the box. I take it, then hold it in the lid.
What do you think's in it?
Probably the body part. Away into the box. And glance inside. Kyoko's about to make a drum and cry. Yep. Oh, it's the headmaster's dead body. It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought.
Wait. How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body.
That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box.
My father.
Huh?
Correct.
What
What
you
about
found
him?
in the box. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him.
How the hell did you tell that? Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So.
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer.
Oh, that's true.
16. Nobody stepped foot in here since the killing game began.
Mm-hmm.
Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to
In
assume
other words.
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway.
As Kyoko explained to her analyst, she was
Analysis.
completely calm. Chop. Oh no, he wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she didn't want to see her father, so she cut off all ties. But what was that all there was to it? I can't fucking read.
Already acknowledged that.
Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Can we look at the photo now? Yay, huh? This picture. Oh,
Look at little baby
Kyoko!
Kyoko!
Pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko.
She shook.
Yeah.
Why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I'm here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this. So now what do you expect me to do?
Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was little. None of my headmaster had this picture all this time. He must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell myself to cut out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here, and now he's abandoned me again, and this time even still the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? I can name a couple, precisely the one from Full Metal Alchemist. Shao Tucker. We don't talk about that.
Kyoko. The desk. The headmaster's desk is probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you'd like.
Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of investigation. I don't.
Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I'm sure each one of the desks found nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this...
An e-handbook in case of emergency.
It's an e-handbook, right? Oh my god. I'd found something kind of emergent headphone that had the headmaster's desk.
In other
A handbook
words,
written with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is.
I think you're probably
it would
right.
seem-
Might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it?
Huh? But Kyoko...
I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here.
Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay?
I don't think she's alright.
I think she wants to cry, but she
Hey.
doesn't want to cry in front
Listen,
of him, you know?
Makoto.
Huh?
Can I ask you a favor?
A favor? What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it's only inconvenienced you that much more, but
Hey.
could you leave?
Yeah,
Correct.
defo.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit.
Kyoko.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little. I need to
Just
get my
a second.
emotions in order.
You know, Kyoko? You told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But
Maybe that picture motivated him, and maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily.
you're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself.
Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Jesus, that was sad. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There is no doubt about the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster. Killed Kyoko's father. They killed him.
You killed my father, prepare to die!
You killed my father! The headmaster is dead.
Yep. Yes, he is. Deader than a doornail.
Oh, we're wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is...
One of the students. Yes, I already know.
15 of us met in the thumbnail hole. Add Makuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are alive.
Are you sure about John Cena meme? Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that? Yeah. Everyone else is dead. Ooh. Even Makuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the only ones still alive are me,
Pokemon.
Sakuragami, Hero, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Are you sure about that? No question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There has to be. Calm your bitch ass down.
Okay, what other places do we need to search? He had a... Was it in his troop bullets? Places to check. Art.
Oh, garden, dojo.
Oh, I gotta go check the dojo again. Right. Makoto's just dumb, I'm sorry. Wait.
Oh, Tucker, so this is what you
What
were.
do you want?
What do you want? I'm so disgusting. You want me out of your sight? No, that's not at all. I just thought maybe you found a clue. Well, I haven't. I haven't found anything, not a single clue. I figured since this was related to the case, it would have had something right. But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. You're begging me, my precious time. Calm down, Tucker.
What's your problem?
I'm trying to calm down. You haven't any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master Will?
Okay, she got a point there.
Yeah, he would definitely. I'm not sure I could disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm always being looked down. Why would anyone accept me? I don't know if that any clues here, so whisper. It's up to the rose.
There has to be something I can do to short circuit that fucking... Hold on, I might have to look this up.
We might have to look it up because I have no idea.
Let's see. Alright. Already did that. Private room. Go to the locker room. It's the orange double doors near the headmaster's private room. Okay, so I gotta go back to the locker room.
Okay. But what's the gnarly? That's fun. Not that one's in my head. I don't like that. That's not in my head.
Where is it? Where do I go? Where's the door? No, I need the dorm stairs.
I need the dorm stairs. Thank you.
I scrolled past it like 6 times. And yes, I feel the gnarly getting stuck in your head. Trust me. Because my favorite line is, making beats for a boring dumb bitch fucking gnarly. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, and then it goes gnarly. Yeah, I feel you.
Alright,
It's in
so...
my head too.
Okay. It says there's something in. I don't see what it's wanting me to.
Didn't it say orange locker or something? It looks like the locker's already broken. Okay. I wonder if I can open this locker. No, look. Oh, there's a card reader installed on the door. That's not how you get it off the roll. It's pretty nice with card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor. Does that mean, well, let's give it a try. I took out my handbook and when I pressed the thing, and then... No luck. Maybe the locker's owner can open it? Wait, but... What about the emergency kit I found in the... It's dinner time! I ran across the card reader and... Beep beep! Alright, this was our heaven floor, now I can get inside. This weird thing is practically empty. It's too empty. There's one thing, some kind of pocketbook? I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure. There's some writings. I don't feel like, but I'd better take a look. It was like a girl's handwriting. And all of it is spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous.
Meticulous.
Meticulous, yeah, the word did not want to come out. Huh? I was flipping down a pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I was from words I heard before.
There's a plan to turn Hope Speak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. Just so happens to be the headmaster. And my father. He was so willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. And whose handwriting could that be?
I wonder. This can't be true, can it? But I know it was. I know exactly this pocket belonged to Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here was completely contradicts what she already told me.
Remember, nobody knows how they got here.
She said that she hadn't seen her dad since he left when she was little.
I decided to talk to them and go, yeah.
What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my head just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, and like the rest of the pocketbook, the writing there was messy, disorganized, scrawled.
Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair.
What is this? What does that mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Damn. That's crazy. I took it with her when I closed the reader. Beep. Let's take the book open. I don't see anything that can be useful. Cool. Beep. Let's say the open limit. I don't see anything useful.
Nothing useful. Nothing useful.
Oh yeah.
I wonder whose locker this is.
I really wonder. Oh wait, that's where they got the pictures from. This must be their lockers when they thought they were in the school or something like that.
Or from when they were in the school.
Yeah, they were in the school. Yeah. This is a crystal ball, huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible.
How can you be so sure?
You don't know that. There's all these kind of textbooks stacked up in no particular order. Dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuff is just didn't do a lot of studying. Clearly. Not that I can really talk. Try to catch on. I picked one of the notebooks and saw. But the moment I was inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had was dreadful.
Look at the name on the bottom. Yasuhiro Hagakure.
Yes. What? There's no denying what I saw. Inside the notebooks are in. Well, yeah, we fucking know. Is this all you have to remember? The notebook contained a large number of notes for varying of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here. No, that can't be possible. I mean, Harry came to the school at the same time as the rest of us.
Did he?
Did he? And we all sucked into the evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook?
It's part of the mystery.
Mm-hmm. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. Yes, give me my tarot cards, baby girl. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? Yes. It's just a coincidence, right? Man loves his tarot cards, okay? Don't fuck with him and his tarot cards. But the more I see, the less it makes sense. Because these lockers... I mean, they had belonged to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why am I seeing things in these lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to the hero. But in a pocketbook that seems to belong to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But what if I want to find out? It's hard. I have to believe in everyone. Last trial time?
This is a school Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to go to It's suspicious, there's no doubt about it. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Yeah, he said to go to the gym. Oh, hey, hero! Why'd you act so surprised?
No
reason.
You're acting strange.
You heard my cousin announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What did he say? Listen, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go. Hero, wait. There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a foreign dog. Hero? It's like he's trying to avoid me. I was trying to talk to him, but the notebook I found in the locker. Had he been hiding something from me this whole time?
I am Monokuma!
I don't trust that. This must be the envelope.
Won't be answering any questions. Alright.
What?
What's in it?
One of his perfect words didn't make me feel any better, and I put something in and I opened it. What I found was a single photograph. It's everybody so far, but you know who's not there? Makoto.
Well, remember, he was chosen last minute. So.
Yeah. So much affection, I reckon, extremely
There's
well.
also something else funky about this.
Oh, is this... Oh...
Taka is covering Junko's face.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's not her. Wait, but there's something behind Sayaka. Yeah, it's also... It's her. There we go. And this girl is... Well, why? Why isn't it with everybody else even more than that? I'm just trying to hear a pose like this feels weird enough by itself. And we're all men watching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now I'm looking about it. It's not even everyone. It's not. Even, I'm not in that picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture is all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. I feel I don't remember even taking that picture like that. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope Peak Academy. So it's only natural for me to not be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other until they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean? Could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is...
How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kinda getting in the way standing there, you know. I mean, get out!
But
I told you I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field.
I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in my hand, I left the gym. And dejected?
Mm-hmm.
I said it twice. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? No, it's definitely real. It looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Because it's not fake. Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should ask everyone directly. That should clear all this all up. No, I have to clear all this up.
Makoto, what do you think they're gonna tell you?
They're gonna say, boy, are you a crazy fucking bitch? I don't know these bitches. And I don't remember this photo.
I'm following the little guide because otherwise I would have no idea where to go. Should be in here. Yep.
Hey, that's my man. Oh, hey, Ty. Listen, do you think we can talk? Togami?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends.
Hey, Togami, but of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why is he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Because he probably is trying to avoid you.
I don't know. Why was he?
Monokuma probably told them a lie about him or something as the hint. For them.
Wait, where's
And
Mike?
that's why they're avoiding him. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you.
Makoto? Sorry, gotta go.
What? She ran so fast I didn't have time to ask her to stop. Hina! Why? Why would you talk to me?
Everybody seems to be avoiding us.
I wonder why.
Probably because we're not a part of their class.
Mm-hmm. Probably because we're just some stranger.
We weren't even technically supposed to be here in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Hero!
Makoto!
What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that.
No, no! Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry.
Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hello, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk about the notebook I found. It was like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why?
Also, Makoto could have been the one taking the picture, but I don't know.
True. I doubt it though.
Yeah, I doubt it, but...
Raw. Just like Toko. Sorry, I gotta stop making that joke. I just visit the biolab one more time. The first thing I saw when I got here.
Oh god.
She
She alright?
Again. Oh my god. Huh? Toko? Oh, she saw the body. She opened up a body and she got scared. Oh. Whose body is that? Right, now I need to deal with Toko. Yeah, you probably want to look at Toko first before the body. Toko? Are you okay? No, no. She's not dead, is she?
Oh god, there we go.
No, fucking hell, downside, Joe, you fucking
Hi.
Oh, it's cold. It's so cold. It's so cold. I think I might catch a cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
What? I was asleep. I must have fainted again. But you were standing there, staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you?
Ew.
Yeah. No, I wasn't.
Have you
Oh, then what?
What? I help?
Shut up, horny.
Well, I help.
Okay, so why did you pass it?
It's a good question.
Probably because of court. I don't know if you heard when it was me waking up just now. What do you do, Miss Morosi? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts. You tiny switch. Bingo bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. I'm just saying that it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. But all I want to know right now is where's my little darling? Tell me now, or I'll slit your throats. I don't know. I'm sure it's like he's still around here doing his own investigating.
Yes, yes.
Like himself? I assume so.
Oh, I'm on
I knew it. I totally knew it. I was so pro when it comes to all things to master. Anyways, I couldn't hurry. I can't imagine how lonely he must be right now.
Okay, she's freaky. Alright.
Okay, shut up. Eerie laughter. Goes fine. I totally gotta ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point in asking her to sign Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it.
I don't know. Maybe the one open frickin'... Maybe she wanted to not feel useless.
For real. But I'm sure they were shit last time I was in here.
That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She
Oh, you
faints so
fucking bitch.
easily.
Okay.
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it?
Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry.
No, you didn't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room.
Oh yeah, it's
It would
The
seem-
morgue.
yeah, I
I
know.
knew
I
it.
suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, you have it.
You knew she
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Janice and Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed. Once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem.
Imagine she came here to investigate. When she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks.
That's like gonna be so difficult with it.
Anyway.
We should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging up like that.
Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this.
Okay, I approached her for a minute, but eventually she stopped. What's
Listen.
wrong?
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it.
Huh? How come?
I guess Mukuro's body's in here.
Makora's court? It's inside the fridge?
I see.
How do you
Just like
put
every
dirt?
other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial.
The mastermind did it?
Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial ever again, I guess. Oops.
So.
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body.
Alright, that's clear. I didn't get a chance to check the body before the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. Gotta find a clue this time, and I'm gonna grab the mastermind by the tail.
Okay, so what should I do?
So
Why
then.
don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished.
Just put over there? That's it? You know, I've seen tarp like this somewhere else before. Ah, it's the same one I found in the garden. Who said? I remember that tarp. It had a stamp on it that's Fire Lab. And that's the top that was used to help camouflage the murder garden.
You know what would be funny?
What?
Any sane person would try to open every single one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, who's missing here?
For real. But apparently we're not any same person. We're fucking weirdos who just don't want to look at them, apparently.
I guess not.
One orb, one,
Already done this one.
but these aren't orbs.
Light comes on when I slot a socket pine.
So when someone is in here, the blue light turns on. Looking around, the number of lights are on, including Makuro's. There's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights?
That means 7 left.
Yeah, that's because someone died twice, and I say twice with air quotes around it. I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your conversation, but I wanted to talk to you about something.
What is it?
It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier.
You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer.
Huh? Why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer.
That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Sitting here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge the picture as a trap?
She didn't say that you did it. But she did say it would confuse you.
Yes. That's gonna be
She never said it was forged, though.
It was not forged. Everything is true.
Okay, Mariota, I'm done.
Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief.
So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I pay careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death.
Really? Well, no shit,
The
Sherlock.
burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. Well, you would know all about burnt tissue, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm, we all burnt ass fucking hands. So that means neither of those are a fatal injury, right? And what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion of the victim, and there were, however, before the blast, the victim had been stabbed through with a knife. It's been stuck in the head of an object. The body was also current evidence that these were at least several days old. The only option could be those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say that they're old?
Because...
Huh?
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago.
I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
The difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old,
However...
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder.
Are you saying they are? Yes. But we got them on a cool file, right? After she said but after she before. So if the ones were at least 3 days old, there would be no way they could have had anything to do with it.
What's the one murder we didn't or one thing we didn't investigate because we had, unquote, seen it?
Fucking Guru's death. Getting stabbed. Quote unquote. We saw it.
So then...
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days?
What?
At the very
Certainly
least...
you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you?
One of many.
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can. Alright, Dr. Strange.
In other
Calm down,
words...
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using their only logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be able to any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep that in mind for the future.
Hey.
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time.
Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Makuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
So...
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right?
You remembered all that?
They are indeed consistent with the corpse.
So then...
Indeed.
And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case, without a doubt, is Mukuro Ikosama.
And?
Is that all you wanted to ask?
Yeah, I think so.
So then...
And then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here.
Oh wait, are you not gonna put the body back? I think it's kind of sad laying out like that.
Why?
Sad? Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair.
But she still got killed, she's still a
Hey.
victim.
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow?
Well, yeah, but still.
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling.
But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does she mean by night to be being to be active?
So
I
then,
think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, Tess.
Ah, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. I think I need to talk to her about. Yeah, ask her about that locker.
I would really not refer to that as a pocketbook, more of a notebook, but I digress.
I found out how to do it now. It was kind of small, but the way they put it in his hand made it so big, you know? Take it, sir. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
Go ahead then. Out with it.
Have you really not seen your dad once since he
What?
got here?
What?
so...
What do you mean?
Well, you know those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
Indeed.
I do, yes. To get into the lockers, you'd need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to.
Actually, I managed to get them open using the emergency
I
handbook.
see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers?
I found a pocketbook and after looking through it, I read your pocket.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, the only locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. Yeah, about that. After all, we only got access to the area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. If I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker?
Everything you said just makes perfect sense, but there's something written inside. It was about the headmaster, your father.
What? If that's...
Could that mean that video is real too?
Makoto.
I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture, although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined.
What are you talking about?
I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own 2 eyes.
Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook where you can...
So...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker.
Your locker?
Makoto.
If you watch this, it all makes sense.
A DVD. As Class 70A urgent interviews.
So...
Found it in that hidden room after you left.
Anyway...
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so you just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what this means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before.
None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's something important clue on this DVD.
We're nearing the end, so I don't need the guide anymore.
Yay!
Makoto.
And now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble?
In
Ramble?
other words...
So as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What it means is I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings.
You're talking about your dad, right?
I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life.
And all because of the mastermind?
However...
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that.
Because I burns with the fire, the determination. The determination of defeat to defeat the mastermind.
It's strange to be
Really?
confronted with
That's
his
actually-
death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess.
She let out a small laugh as she said it. But her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There is only one ever absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst.
What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if it's the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope.
Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know?
Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then-
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial.
Waiting behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get going myself. I got the DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AD room and check it out. Here's the thing about hopelessness. Jeez! But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Well, you probably should. Even in the worst truth of the world.
Well, if he loses hope, that means they win.
Oh, true. I can't afford to lose. Any of these rooms on the set? Floor? Nope, it's on the first floor. Never mind. I should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I better take a look. I took the TV Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stunned to the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like eternity. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It's something I saw for a second. Who knows how long? And there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was the man position on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged
I
man.
do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't make a single with a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that?
Sayaka was obviously a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in the school?
Accept.
What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
Well, I like how he says that, and then she actually agrees to be in it. The video cut out. There's a lot I don't know, I'm just doing it for now. But this, only this. I simply couldn't comprehend what I just heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed that a sudden light on the monitor, the video that I thought was finished, flashed back on screen. My eyes started back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Huh? What I saw was me. And possibly, undeniably
So,
me.
Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in the room here now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him
Now,
like this.
shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes.
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Hirami, Toko, Hina, everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school like this for us. And then Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Peaks Academy, her father. And when he asked her his questions, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted her life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD save had apparently turned off. Which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Who else? Looks like it broke! Out of service!
What? It just happened to break just now?
Too
Well
bad.
then, what doesn't matter? Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
Failure my ass, you cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it would just be more of the same. He'd ask them questions and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right. It would seem... Hey.
Stitch, are you still alive?
I think he might be dead.
Yeah, I don't think that monster helped.
A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in the favor of the mastermind. Honestly, I'm surprised I'm still awake. Like, bro, I'm just thriving off adrenaline at this point. I've lost my memory too. What about the others? Have we all forgotten?
What do you think? Do you think they all forgot?
I think most of them definitely forgot.
Here, let me ask you this. Even if some of them remembered, wouldn't they have told the others?
For
Yeah,
anything
probably.
that has a start,
Maybe.
there has to be an end.
But no, I probably wouldn't because I'd probably
And
think
if
they
the
would be
end
going
comes,
crazy if they
then
didn't know
that
anybody
means
else
it's
to.
time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning, which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning.
Unfortunately, that's
Anyway,
true.
Let's get started.
I moved
The
Stitch to
beginning
sleep.
of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial is gonna start. The final class trial. The last time all of our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end.
Of this video.
Oh.
Alright, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. And in the next episode, we will have the final episode of Danganronpa 1. Are you guys excited? Then we can start Danganronpa 2 and get all within that. Oh, it's going to be so fun. Alright, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload. So, if you haven't noticed, Danganronpa's come out on Sunday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Schedule 1 will also be out on Wednesdays, and Pixelmon will be out on Fridays. Save for some Fridays, because I can't get everybody together at the same time for some reason. But anyway. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.